What's going on, you guys? My name is Zach Hartley and welcome back to another weekly watch list video. In this series, I try to share with you how I feel about the market conditions as well as the stocks that are at the top of my watch list going into the week ahead. Now in this video, we're going to add in a little special section where we review my watch list from last week and we compare it to the charts today. We're going to do a little before and after to see how well we did and what we can improve on. If you get any value out of this video, remember to click that like and subscribe button. And let's jump right in. Okay, so let's start off with that performance review. This is the thumbnail from last week's watch list, and Braderade here said, "Thanks, Zach. Have you ever considered adding a section to these videos where you would follow up on the previous week's list?" That is exactly what we are going to do today. So as you can see, I had Coinbase here in the title, and this is what the chart looked like when I posted it to the watch list last week. And what I was looking for here was a breakout of this kind of $259, $260 resistance level. You can see the stock was trading in a little bit of a channel here. What I was watching for is a breakout of that level of resistance, and that is exactly what we got. You can see we broke out on Monday. We had a big gap up higher. We actually hit brand new highs for like the last kind of 2 or 3 months here on what looks like Wednesday. We actually hit a high of $294 there on Wednesday, and that would actually be a 13% breakout from where we closed on Friday the week before. So we got exactly what we wanted. However, on Thursday and Friday, we actually gapped down and we are now retesting the support that we broke out of previously. And so we'll see on Monday and Tuesday if this sort of 260 level holds up as support. That would be our breakout, retest, and then confirmation. We'll see if that holds up. That's what we'll be watching for. So I'm also going to be watching Coinbase going into Monday, Tuesday. We did get the breakout we were looking for, but we lost everything on Thursday, Friday. So not the perfect result there. Now, Palantir, this is another stock that I showed you last week. This is the chart that I showed you and I said, hey guys, we got results, we got earnings coming out on Thursday. I think it could be a good week for Palantir, and that is exactly what happened. It gapped up on the earnings and we're currently up 11% at the close on Friday. So it was a fantastic week for Palantir. I actually hold options in Palantir. You can see my position. I made an entire video about their earnings. So if you want to see that video and my position, definitely check that out. We're doing pretty good on it. Now, the next company that I mentioned last week was Hut8. This is what the price looked at on Friday when I posted the first watch list. And this is what it looks like today, currently trading at $8.20. We had a breakout of previous resistance and we are up by 12%. So another big winner there. Pretty good for 1 week's worth of time. Now, the next one here was Lithium. This was the biggest winner from the week. I'm actually holding a position in this company, and we are doing extremely well. So when I posted this, I said, hey, we're approaching all-time highs right here at like $3.90. If we break through this, there's going to be a great opportunity, and that is exactly what happened. The price ran up to $4.76 by the close of Friday. And that represents a 25% increase in just 1 week since I pointed it out on my watch list last week. So this was definitely the big winner of last week's watch list, but it looks like pretty much everything has done really well. So this is Mercadolibre last week when I posted the watch list, and this is what it looks like at the close of the market on Friday. Right here, we're up 5%. We had a nice big gap up on what looks like Tuesday, and then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we did come down a little bit, but we did hit as high of $18.99, which is really nice to see. And then the last company here is Well Health Technologies. I pointed this one out because we were starting to cross over all of our moving averages, and we had some pretty major support at $7. This one was trading at $7.67, and it closed Friday at $8.04, up 5%, and we got exactly what we were looking for, was that breakthrough of all of our moving averages, now moving up to the next level of resistance. So every single stock that we pointed out is now up from last week. The watch list was a huge success. Thank you to Braderade for pointing this out, and I hope that you guys are getting some value out of these watch lists. I know that if you're making the trades, you're doing pretty well on at least some of them, so I hope you're getting some value out of it. I hope you're learning something, and if you get any value out of these, please remember to click that like and subscribe button. I sincerely appreciate it, and if you're interested in seeing my trades and my technical analysis and what I'm doing in the community I'm trying to build, then definitely check out the Discord chat. It is linked down below, and that is where I'm posting my entries and exits into all of these stocks. I posted my entry into NLC, I posted my entry into Palantir, I posted my entry into Hut8. You can see all of my entries and exits and actually measure my performance, and so I highly recommend it, especially if you're looking for a community to get involved with. Okay, now that was a super long intro, so let's dive into the market conditions. First of all, we've got the NASDAQ. Now the NASDAQ pretty much traded sideways this week. It wasn't a fantastic week. We actually trended down by probably maybe 1 or 2%. It wasn't great, but it definitely wasn't anything of concern. When you look at the S&P 500 though, we actually set an all-time high on Friday, which is really nice to see. And when you look at the Dow Jones, it's almost the same story. We set another all-time high on Friday. And so the broad market and the general market is doing extremely well. Tech had a bit of a sideways week, but overall market conditions are very good right now. Some prices are probably considered a little bit expensive, but there's definitely some diamonds in the rough out there if you're looking in the right places. Now, when we look at COVID, this is a little bit of a cause for concern. As you can see over the last few weeks, the numbers in the USA have been increasing fairly steadily. We're probably roughly half as bad as we were at the worst case scenario here at the beginning of the year in 2021. So it's not looking great, and I don't know if there's much more to say about that. I don't think things are going to get nearly as bad as they were before. But this is definitely a little bit of a cause for concern, and we'd like to see these numbers start to taper off over the next few weeks. So it's definitely something to watch for, especially if you have any exposure to airline stocks in particular, or anything that's based on travel. This could throw a wrench into your investments, so make sure you're aware of that. Now, when it comes to Bitcoin, we are continuing the momentum with Bitcoin. As you can see, we hit support here at 30,000. We are now trading at above $47,000 when I take this screenshot. That means that Bitcoin is up over 50% since the middle of July. That is a hell of a run, and that is some extreme volatility. We are now also trading above our 200-day moving average, which would pretty strongly put us in a bullish trend. So definitely keep that in mind as you are investing. I do think there's an opportunity here. I am holding some Bitcoin at the moment right now. I'm up about 18% on it in the last 2 weeks. I got in on the breakout of 40,000 here after the retest, and so far we're doing pretty good. Now, when it comes to earnings for this week, it's an exciting week. It's not a big week, but it's definitely an exciting week. You got Walmart reporting on Tuesday. You got Target and Lowe's and Home Depot all reporting Tuesday, Wednesday. We've also got Nvidia coming out on Wednesday after the close. We got John Deere and Foot Locker coming out on Friday. And we got a couple of other kind of medium-sized companies coming out in here. No major news that I'd be really looking for, but definitely a couple of exciting companies in here. And Tencent's reporting, so that'll actually be a big one, especially with everything going on in China. So I'm going to be watching that one closely. I might even make a video about it. But without any further ado, you've seen my performance. You've seen the market conditions. The market looks fairly strong right now. Let's take a look at the stocks that are at the top of my radar going into the week ahead, starting with Victory Square Technologies. Now, this is one of my OG channel companies, one of the companies that I've been following for a long time, I've been talking about for a long time, and I'm really excited about them right now because they have been absolutely hammered over the last sort of 2 to 3 months. Basically, since the middle of May there, they have fallen from a high of around 95 cents to a low of 44 cents. So they got literally cut in half. And now just on Thursday and Friday, we've got a little bit of increased volume, and we've got 2 solid green days where we have bounced off support, broke through our trend line, broke through our 20-day moving average, and we're testing our 50-day moving average. On top of that, we have exited the RSI zone, and we have a crossover of our MACD. So I am watching Victory Square very closely come Monday, Tuesday, because long term, I think the company's going in the right direction. I like the management team. I like the strategy. And they just issued another share dividend, which is something you're not going to see very often. So if you want to know about a share dividend, definitely check out my channel. I got a couple of videos about Victory Square Technologies, and I am definitely considering adding to my position if Monday and Tuesday open up strong. I like the company, and I think they're breaking out of this trend right now. Now, if you are interested in learning how to chart and using technical analysis like this and signing up for a brokerage account like what I am using here, this is where all these screenshots are coming from. I personally use Questrade, and there's a link down below that will give you $50 in free trading commissions when you sign up using that link. So if you're looking to open either a day trading, swing trading, or investing account, check it out because you can get started completely free. And this is what anybody that's a professional that's trading at home or trading from a desktop or a computer in Canada, this is what they're using if they're not working at a company or an institution. So I highly recommend it. I use it every single day. Now, the next company that I want to point out here is Airbnb. This company is very exciting because we've established support at $130 with these 2 tests right here, one in May and again right here in the middle of July. And we've also established resistance at around $150, $155 right here throughout June, and now we're coming back up to $150 right here in the middle of August. And so what I am watching for is if we see a strong break above 155, that would be an entry point, but if we see a strong rejection at 155, that would be an exit. And I think this is going to be largely determined by how COVID affects the different markets around the world over the next kind of 1 to 2 weeks. If this Delta variant continues to get worse and news starts to come out of more and more lockdowns, Airbnb stock might tumble a little bit, and that could be a catalyst for a rejection. However, if good news starts to come out, then more people are starting to vacation and travel more, and Delta is starting to go away, then this could be a catalyst for Airbnb to go up in price. Now, the next company that I want to talk about here is Open Door Technologies. They just had a massive earnings report come out the other day. I believe it was on Thursday. The stock gapped up massively to previous support, and now we are basically trading at previous support of around $18.50. So I am watching Monday, Tuesday for the breakout of this level of support, and I would like to see it cross through there, and I'd like to see our MACD strongly cross over, come up, and I would like to see a little bit more momentum continue for Open Door Technologies because I like the business model, I like the technology, I like what they're doing. And I think we are trading within a channel right now. So if we can break out of that channel, I think there's an opportunity there to put a buy order in on the breakout and a stop loss just below support. That's how I would trade it. Now, next company I want to talk about here is Cardiol Therapeutics. I did a video profile on this company earlier this week, and I'm actually really excited about them, and the chart is also starting to look very positive. What I mean by that is, as you can see, we've got a very clear bearish trend right here where it's trading downwards from 506 all the way down to $2.56. It literally got cut in half over the last kind of 2 to 3 months. However, over the last week, the price has moved from around $2.50, $2.60 here to over $3.29, and our moving averages are all starting to converge. The price has broken through our 200-day moving average, which again would indicate a bullish trend. And we have increased volume on Friday. We've got a crossover to the MACD. We just exited the RSI oversold zone, and so things are looking very positive for Cardiol Therapeutics. If we see this momentum continue on Monday and Tuesday, I think this company has a great opportunity. They have a fantastic drug pipeline, and if you want to learn more about them, definitely check out my video that came out earlier this week. Now, another company that is showing a similar chart pattern but is in a different industry is Modern Plant-Based Food, ticker symbol MEAT. As you can see, started trading at $4.20, traded all the way down to $1.25, so an even more dramatic decline in the value of these shares. Came all the way down to $1.25, tried to break up, came back down after it got rejected, and now it is finally breaking through. It is moving higher. We have a crossover of our averages, and look at this volume that just came in on Friday. Dramatically higher volume than any of the days previously. We have more attention going to the stock. We have a change in trend here. We have the RSI starting to turn around, and everything about this company is pointing towards a buy signal. I'm going to be waiting on Monday and Tuesday to make sure we can break above this sort of $2.50 level. I should have drawn a horizontal line here, but if we can break above $2.50 and we can continue that momentum with at least sustainable volume, I don't think we're going to maintain this level of volume, but if we can at least maintain higher than average volume, that's going to show me momentum, and that is going to be another buy signal. And so I'm going to be watching for the break of $2.50 come Monday and Tuesday in this one here. Now, the next company I want to talk about is UpStart Holdings, and I royally messed this one up a couple of weeks ago because let me tell you about it. Holy cow, I bought in here right around the middle of June, maybe end of June here. I held it for like a week or two, and it was choppy. It sort of fell through support here, and it wasn't going anywhere for like 2 or 3 weeks, and I just lost patience in it, and I was running into a little bit of worry about it, so I sold out. I completely got out of the position. I exited it, and now if you look at it, it went from $120, which is where I was trading it right in this consolidation phase. It's now trading at $205. I completely missed it. I didn't even buy in on the gap up, and now I'm kicking myself right now. However, I am watching it closely on Monday and Tuesday because this is another buy sign here. We just broke through all-time highs. We got strong momentum, amazing volume right now. The company is doing extremely well, and I'm watching this one very closely. Now, the next company I want to talk about here is Apple. This is honestly one of my favorite companies, one of the best investments you can make if you're a long-term investor. And I think if you just buy and hold Apple for 10 years, I don't think you'll ever go wrong with it. However, if you're interested in trading it, swing trading it, or if you're looking for an entry point, this is what I would be watching for right now. So as you can see, we have come up to $150 here at basically the beginning of July. We came up again in the middle of July, and then right here at the beginning of August, sort of middle of August, we are coming up to 150 again, and that is a triple top at 150. And so what I am watching for is either a rejection at 150 or a breakthrough of 150. If we see the breakthrough, that's going to be your buy and your entry point. If we see the rejection at 150, that could be an opportunity to short Apple. It is fairly expensive right now. However, most people don't do well betting against one of the best companies out there. So I don't recommend shorting Apple, but if you're looking for a long-term entry point, I would buy in on the break of 150. At least that's what I'm watching for. I'm probably going to enter it with a swing trade position because I already have a long-term position in Apple, but I like it for the swing trade. Take another 5-10% on it. You can play the options, you can put leverage on it, you can do whatever you want. Apple is fairly safe, but it is also fairly predictable and fairly easy to read the charts. That's why I like Apple. That's why people trade Apple. And as of right now, we have a triple top at 150. So I think you can understand how to play that. Now, the last company I want to talk about here is Pinterest. This is a company that I really like. It blows me away how robust their business model is over the years and how they're still trendy and people still use it. And it's definitely a source for knowledge and resources for a lot of people. I don't personally use it, so I have a lack of insight into the business model, but I continue to see people that love it and use it every day. So it is on my radar. And as of right now, it is on my radar for the watch list because we've got some major support at $55. You can see we gapped up here to around 60, came down to 55. Ran up to 89, came down to 55, ran up to 80, and come down to 55 again. And so 55 has acted as a major level of support. And what I am watching for here is a bounce off of 55, because I think then it has a good chance of going up to at least 70, maybe 65. And I think you can scalp trade it or at least swing trade it in there. Or if we fall below 55 on any type of negative news or negative catalyst, then I think you have an opportunity to short the stock for a short-term trade. And so that is the last stock on the watch list. But if you are interested in learning a little bit more about how to read the charts, understand these companies, and find your entry and exit point, then definitely consider signing up for my Stock Market Fundamentals course. It is completely free and it's hosted on Skillshare. That's where you can take my course as well as any other course on the platform. It's kind of like the Netflix of coursework. And so one simple monthly subscription gets you access to everything. But when you use the link down below, you get free access for 2 weeks. You can take my 9-hour course. And if you can do the entire course in under 2 weeks, cancel the subscription. It won't cost you a single thing, and you can take the entire thing completely free. There's over 6,000 students that have gone through the course. There's over 260 reviews, and there's over 1 million minutes of watch time on this particular course. So I'd love to share it with you. Again, it's completely free. The link is in the description to this video, and definitely check it out. Now, if you get any value out of this video, remember to come back next week. I make these videos every single week, and I love to share them with you. And I will see you guys in the next video. Good luck trading, good luck investing, and we'll talk to you soon.